So I'd rather work through the night, and then when I'm so tired, I sleep and sleep well. You know what I mean?
So in the nights, you do music stuff?
Yeah, we are in the studio, or brainstorming ideas. Always just like something to do. So yeah, if I'm not in the studio, then I'm with my team brainstorming, trying to like do administrative like ideas put together, and move on to like studio again, and then whatever that needs to be like done, I go and take care of it.
So during the daytime, usually from this time till like 3, you are resting.
Yeah, I try to, I try to. But in this case where like there's so much work to be done, man, like we sacrifice the sleep, yeah.
When you're not doing music, what do you do? When you're not engaged in any music work like writing, recording, performing?
Yeah. The honest truth is I'm never not engaged in like anything musical.
Really?
That's the honest truth. It's either I'm watching like certain interviews trying to like learn or sharpen myself, or like I'm watching music videos trying to like pick ideas, or it's always like connected to music. And if I'm truly not doing anything music, I'm probably just like having fun with my brothers or like family or maybe, but most of the time it has to be connected to music.
I love that.
Yeah.
The last time you came here, it was the release of Nothing Lasts Forever.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was last year, sometime last year, right?
Yeah, 2024.
How has it fared?
I mean,
a year on,
it did well. Like I didn't really do a lot of shows after releasing that song, but then recently, like I went on stage and I realized that like it's actually one of the people's favorites. Like people really like that. They really love the record, and I feel like I haven't even performed it enough. So I'm thinking twice.
Why haven't you performed it enough?
Because I wasn't really in the like in the forefront, like in 2024 it was a very turbulent year for me, so I try as much
you mentioned
as possible.
when you came here the last time.
Exactly, like so I try as much as possible not to put myself out there too much, knowing very well that I'm not really like in a balanced state where maybe like I wouldn't take a joke for a joke. I wouldn't take a joke for a joke, and all of that goes a long way to dent our reputation at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So like I try as much as possible to just hold myself back when it's really not necessary for me to be like,
are you in a balanced state now?
I actually am, by the grace of God.
Glory be to God. Glory be to God.
Yeah.
And the remix really did well. The one that has Paluta and
Kelvin Boy.
KOTM was one.
Yes, KOTM was also on there.
Yes.
Medical was on there. Lyrical Joe was on there. Kelvin Boy, Kim Paluta,
What is it about your remixes? I can cite Sugarcane. Remix, it was bigger. And then this one as well. What is it about your remixes that gives them that kind of elevation?
I think it first of all would come from like the grace, because then everyone, and I'm not the only talented artist, or I'm not the only talented producer, or maybe like arranger of music, but some way, somehow, when I touch a remix, it kind of like gets, that feel. So I'm grateful, it must be the grace.
Now, when you release a song, do you set a target for yourself that, okay, I want this song to reach this level? Do you do that?
Man, I just want people to like hear the song, because you can only tell the the quality of the music, or like the appeal after the people have listened to it. You cannot actually like forecast. You can forecast, but only the people decide. They decide which one is the hit. So you actually, so my point is like I always try to get the music to the people. So if I fail on that, or if there's a like deficiency in that, then I kind of like blame myself. Like I kind of like get worried, because give it to them first. If they don't like it, then we can say, okay, they did not like this one, But if you don't give it to them, that's where.
Have you ever gotten disappointed after you had released a song and actually this song,
man,
this song like they go like. Have you ever had that feeling?
That would be me answering for every artist, man. Like every artist, like that's our baby. Do you understand? Like every time we release a song, that's like a child. So it's like, you want people to give good remarks about your child in school. You want your child to not bore in school, like you know what I'm saying. So it's like every time you put out music, you're really like in your head, like trying to like figure out how are people loving it, are they not loving it. That's just being an artist. So I wouldn't really like, criticize it too much. So it's just the way of life of an artist.
You are a singer,
a
songwriter, a composer. You are a producer. Sometimes you produce your own music.
Yes.
How did you learn all these, like one person, you?
There's even more to that. I actually direct videos.
Even the videos.
I actually make videos. I think it's just grace. Some people are just blessed like that, and more so, it did not just come handy. Like, I had to really spend a lot of time on these things, because you love something, but if you spend a lot of time and effort, directed towards that thing, it shapes you more to become even better at it, so it's like I have an idea of like, oh, maybe, I think I can hold the camera, or maybe I think I can direct, but in my head I feel like I can do it, but if I don't give it a shot and then start to like shape, like, sharpen myself, I wouldn't be able to actually do it to match the standard of the game. Like NLF Remix, I directed. He was my DOP.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just over time with the passion level and then the, dedication just
Let's take it one after the other. The directing bit. How did you learn? Is it or maybe online? Did you learn from somebody?
Our own dear, on him say hustlers. Our own dear, there's no formula to it. Like, we would always just like, maybe on set, Rex is shooting my music video, and I'm like, bro, like, so this one, what did they do? It's like, oh, this is the focus pool. Oh, this one, oh, we have the manual one, or we have the, so it's like, I ask a lot of questions. I'm very like curious as an individual, or as a creative. So I ask a lot of questions. I'll ask questions, and then if it's not my field, I'll just leave it, but if it's something I think I can like figure out, then I just do it. So it's just started from like curiosity, I would say. That's just where all of like the acquired talents come from. It's me being curious and then making an effort towards learning.
So how many videos have you directed so far?
No, I don't think I've directed too many videos, but I always just get involved. I mostly would get involved in the treatment, and then when we're on set, maybe like just chip in here and there, like, I shot like an interview recently with Paul's. And it was like, it's like inviting me to like the studio to have an interview, but I sat back and I had an idea. So it's like I had to like have a whole meeting with like the production manager and then bring my ideas on board. So it's like I co-directed the whole documentary that we shot.
Interesting.
It's out on YouTube actually. So it's like I just try, sometimes it doesn't work. I'm not, I just try, and then if it works. But as time goes on, I sharpen myself, because then if I can be that, then why not,
Okay, and then to the music production. When did you learn how to produce music?
Well, with music production, it started just when I started learning how to sing. Because I think that when I began, it was just me loving Akon. It's just listening to Akon, and it was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, I want to be able to sing and, have the beautiful girls with me in a car riding around. And then, so it's like, I saw it and it was really cool.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, oh, this would really be cool for me to do. And so I came back home making a very drastic decision, saying to myself, I don't want to be a pilot anymore. I want to be a musician. Which is like a crazy, thing to do. But for some reason, I was overly passionate so much that I was able to like, teach myself, So it's like every time I would work twice as hard, which means that I'll go to the studio every single day. Even if I was not recording a song, I would be there while the engineer was recording another artist. And then it got to a point where, okay, I can actually record him so that you can just direct. And so I'll just like, oh, what do I do? Then I do that. Oh, now this is a problem. Then he would teach me. So it's like from there, I got my own computer and then I started to like try. And then if I had issues, I would call. Even when I came to uni, I remember I tried to find a studio around my uni, which is UPS.
Okay.
And then I found a DK who's now called Mr. Groove.
All right.
And he going there and just allowing myself to like be teachable. He allowed me to become the studio rat. And so after some time, I started to record his artists, So it began from there, like even in 3FS, when I was signed to 3FS, and I would just do studio works, Then the dedication came with a lot of opportunities, So it's like if I'm here with you after some time, I would know.
I've heard you do something, and I was like, no, this job, if you do some.
I
think it was an X-Spaces conversation.
Right. Oh yes, Camidoh Radio. Woo, 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 woo. I used to handle it. I used to really handle it, man. Yeah, I would just be playing on my laptop, and I was just like, ooh.
You were using the fader like
that was so
you
funny,
won't come time.
Man, I was just having fun, man. I was just really having fun, and I'm proud.
Interesting.
Man. I'm proud
Interesting.
That I did all of these things.
Do you play any musical instruments?
I do play the keys, but I'm not like, SK. I remember when I was in uni, SK was telling me, like, you have to go for lessons so that you can actually play live. I cannot play live, but I can produce.
You know the basics.
I know the keys, and I know how to play whatever I want to play, but I cannot play for Star Smith to sing. Do you understand? I cannot do that. Yeah.
But have you produced songs for other artists?
Yeah, I did that when I was in 3FS. Yes, and I co-produced, but I wouldn't remember which artist. I think I produced for DJ Mensa and Rachel Blue. I produced their song. I don't know if that song came out.
Okay.
But yes, I did some songs, but when I'm on the spot, sometimes, because it's not really something.
Have you done anything for Kwesiata before?
Kwesiata, I produced a song that I featured him on. Dance With You, I produced that record.
Okay, it was your song.
Yes, it was my song.
Featuring him,
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Listen to these words. Yeah. I am just a little boy with ambition.
Yeah.
And I want to pass with distinction.
Oh, yes.
The test I come across when I am spitting and I make the kitchen hot. These
rappers
fit in.
Yeah, I'm
all
just
these
a little
rappers.
Boy.
Whose words are these?
Boy with ambition, and I want to pass with distinction. The test I come across when I'm spitting, and I make the kitchen hot. They can't feeding. All these rappers trying to deny that I'm. Yeah, I think it was like one of my raps when I did on Oleku. Like freestyle,
so like you be rapper before.
Man, I did it all, man. I love it, man. I love it so much. I did it all.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So why did you ditch rap?
I did not ditch. I think that with time I started and I studied marketing. So if I realized people were not really gravitating towards something so much, I would just say, maybe it's not so beneficial. But maybe I shouldn't have deterred from actually writing, because back then I used to just write for fun. So it's what I do as an artist coming up, every song that came out, I would get the instrumental and do my verse. So I'm if I was the one on this song, it was not going to be whack.
Okay.
So it's every time a song will come out and it's banging, or even if it's not just banging, even if I'm just feeling the record, I will always download or remake the beat and then do my verse. So that's how I really sharpen myself. So it's right now, if you come to me for a verse, if we agree and management and everything, and I'm doing a verse for an artist on a feature, I don't even get to write anymore.
Ooh.
I just
it just comes like that.
And that is not boasting. It's actually over time practice that makes you get to that stage. You know what I'm saying? So it's for example, I'll just come and somebody will just tell me, oh, we have this product and we want you to do an endorsement. Once I just 1, 2, 3, I hear everything. Sometimes I don't even repeat it again. I just go and I flow. It's like you doing your show, and sometimes you just look at the script and you know exactly what you're doing. So it's that's just how it happens, man. Everything just came over time and over a lot of practice.
So are you saying rap wasn't commercially viable then to you?
No, I just felt that rap became a lot of work for me, because as time was, going on, I had to really be reading a lot. I had to be doing so much work. It's hey, this bar not really strong, because people are the bar is always being raised. So it's every time, that was a lot of work for me, and I'm not ready to come and be I wasn't ready, because I'm bro. And it's not we have big labels that are signing us, and when you're signed, everything else is done for you. It's bro, we're hustling from ground up. So it's there's no time for some kind of luxury. Do you know what I'm saying? I cannot be here and be saying I'm writing raps to catch. That's not I can actually do this one. I can produce and I can sing.
And singing
comes
to you
way more easier than writing bars. I cannot freestyle a rap. I can freestyle singing.
Singing.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like I just found my stronghold, and
you
I was
lean
like,
towards the singing more than to
like
the rap
the comparative advantage. But and I just went onto that angle. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And you are out or coming out with a new EP.
Yes, sir.
Trusting God.
Yes, sir.
It is dropping when?
It drops midnight. Tonight.
Tonight, midnight.
Yeah,
into Friday. Oh, okay. Trusting God.
Yeah.
What is your religious orientation?
I believe in God. I was baptized a Christian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So you're still a Christian?
I am a Christian. Yeah.
I see. What is your personal relationship with God like?
My personal relationship with God, He is my provider. He is my Father. You know, He is like my everything, like the number one before every other thing. You know, He is the giver of my talent. He's the giver of life, the maker of all of the universe. Like nothing too hard for Him. You know, that is who He is. That is my relationship with Him. That's how I see Him. Yeah.
What is that one big thing that God has done for you that you would never forget?
This talent that I have is super amazing. I feel like even Ghana hasn't seen like the complete breadth and length of what I have.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like, and it has to come over time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just like how people knew me and I was like a very good rapper and they thought I was going to be the best rapper in Ghana by now. And then I switched up becoming a singer, producing. And I feel like there's so much more to me as an individual, as a creative. You know, so God blessing me with this talent, I wouldn't ever imagine it. That is me back then trying to be a pilot. So it's like going to school and, you know, following the system. But here you are, like, actually just like from the blues, just making the whole world to dance. Do you know what I'm saying? That would be the greatest thing. I mean, after life.
You know, for most people, when they see you singing secular, quote-unquote, secular song, they think you are not religious. You don't even think about any God factor. But I'm happy to know that you are a Christian.
Sometimes, you're too secular, no? We say we know God past the people who don't sing the secular. Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, because like you cannot judge a man, you cannot judge a book by its cover. You know, you can't, like, that's just your perception that you collected or whatever it is. But sometimes you realize that even the one who seems to be singing the most secular songs is way connected to God than you. Yeah, man.
Which church do you attend? I want to follow you to church one day. Boomba! Nuka. Nuka nye hosalak petime.
Hosele bagme.
And hosele bagme.
Hosalak petime.
Hose is belief.
Yeah.
Belief is in what?
Ela nuka me.
Also, you don't really.
I don't really go to church.
Like
I don't really go to church, but I mean, my auntie is a pastor. So we always pray. Like,
so she prays for you.
We always pray. We actually not like necessarily she praying for me. Like, we always pray. We actually do make time. We make time for devotion. You know, so we make time and connect.
You believe in prayer?
Of course.
Wow.
The greatest.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what informed that title?
Trusting God.
Trusting God for the EP.
It's a long story, but I'm gonna try to like summarize it for you guys. So basically, you know, 2024. I set out to actually like drop my album in 2024.
All right.
Okay. And the plan was to drop one record called Phony. And very beautiful record that I thought was like, yeah, that was the record I wanted to drop, you know. But I actually set out beginning the year with a camp, because what normally happens is the labels, the international labels, the big labels would come to Ghana, rent out our spaces, and then have a camp for their creative. So you see, like, usually December into January, like a bunch of foreign artists will come into the country and, you know, just be making music. You know, so it's like I felt like, okay, so this was the space. They found the space really like conducive for their creatives to come, and then we pour in them. Sometimes they call some of our creatives to come and write for them.
All right.
And all of that. So it's like pouring in their creatives and all of that, and then they gather it and go. Obviously, they spend money to make their products, and then they go back and then they release, and then we are still dancing. So I just thought about it. I was like, though I'm independent, how about we try to put out together our own camp. So I said, I've recorded the songs and my team, everyone is happy about the songs, right? But let's give it another shot. So we called a bunch of creatives from Ghana, lodged at the mountain, and like 2 weeks straight we were doing like camping and just like touching up the records. So it's like we spent a lot of resources, a lot of time and energy trying to do that.
Wow.
And then it's like it was time for us to start dropping, and then it's like the direction, everything just started like, changing. Things just, the energies were not syncing, in-house and even with the external teams that we were working with, and everything just like sometimes. And so it's like, I wouldn't have understood it then, but now I understand that not everything is of the physical. And if it's not God's plan for you, it's just some way, somehow.
God's plan.
Yeah. If it's not God's plan for you, some way, somehow, things just don't work out. Things just don't work out. You see like partners, like, and they're so cool, but like for some reason once they got married,
and you be wondering,
it's like and they divorce and they're still good friends, so it's like sometimes when it's not God's plan, things just don't work out. So that's just what happened. And it's like a whole lot of things happened to me in 2024 that kind of like derailed me and like totally. So it's like, as a creative, and mostly we creatives were in our head, like we're in tune with our feelings, so it's like it broke me totally. And then getting to the end, like say, I guess October, I met this woman who would, show her admiration for my talent and all of that. And then I gave her my number so that she would send me like sometimes voice notes and all of that. So around that time, I decided that, after solving all the problems and everything to an extent, if I was going to start releasing again, I wouldn't want to release anything from that album.
Okay.
I wanted to like make music from everything that I went through and then release first before I get back to that album. Do you know what I mean? So that's what happened. And then I made all the records. I made Your Goals. I made Aiko. I made all them songs. And then what happened was that I was driving back home from the studio one night at around like 2 a.m. And then I played, because one time I told this woman, like Auntie Gifty, that I'm not always free. Like, this is how my time is like. So it's I get to reply at odd times and all of that. I'm sorry. I'm like, I just want you to get the picture. So basically, I listened to a voice note, and then it's like 2-3 voice note, and everything she was saying to me was just trying, like every time. And I never told her anything about my situation. I never told her anything.
What you were going through at that
I
point in
never
time.
like, we just have normal conversation. Oh, how you doing? I hope you're fine, blah, blah, blah. But it's like her voice notes from that night were all directed towards like letting me like allow God to drive. And she could tell, she knows that a lot of things were not going right for me. And I was really going through a tough time. But all she wants me to do is to pray and trust God. And before that time, every other thing that the universe would show me would point me towards like, just let it be, man. Just let it be and let God just handle everything. And for the woman's voice notes to say that again, whom I did not tell anything, I just knew that was what it was. So I came back, and then I decided I was going to give that title. And her voice note actually helped me to complete the EP.
Oh, so her voice note is on the...
It's on the EP. It's on the intro.
EP. The intro.
I'll tell you what. This is what happened. Because of the work that I put into the artwork of the EP, I said to myself, I wanted to do an unveiling.
All right.
It came like impromptu, but I said, let's do an unveiling before this artwork is shown on the DSP that you have something coming, So I quickly put it together. It was such a rush. I know some of my friends were mad at me that I did not call them and all of that, but I just wanted to put that together, and I did. So my plan was to finish that and then call this woman that, okay, Auntie Gifty, I have a surprise for you. This is like your voice. And I know she would have been so happy, only for me to hear that she passed.
Oh.
Only for me to hear.
Recently?
Yes, just recently. Only for me to hear that she passed. And I could not make sense out of anything that was happening at that point. You know, I got very confused because it wouldn't, like, this is crazy. You know, so it's like this EP, that even her passing just cemented the fact that, look, man, God is actually doing something with me. And I had to really trust him, you know, for perfection, you know. And he's already told me, like, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. So it's like, there's no rush, you know, really and truly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Guys, you're listening to Daybreak Hitz on Hitz 103.9 FM. In the studio with us today is Camidoh, and he is releasing his EP titled Trust in God tomorrow, midnight. Yeah, tonight, midnight. The intro is here, Trust in God. And he said the woman's voice is in there.
It's in there.
All right. Take a listen to the intro to Trust in God. What does it mean?
She's just telling me that you know, she knows that things sometimes may be hard for me, but she wants me to try and just make God my everything. And God himself has told us in his word that whatever we need, we should come to him and ask, and it will be granted. Mm-hmm. Only that sometimes we may ask and it will take so long.
Yeah.
But please, don't lose hope. Just trust him, and at the right time, everything will be granted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting story.
Yeah.
This is like a sermon.
This is really like, I don't know. I kind of like feel like this is not the end. Like the EP is not going to end the story for me. Like I really have to do more, you know.
And on the EP, there is a song you released earlier called Your Ghost.
Your Ghost.
And I hear it's about a childhood friend that you lost in a tragic accident.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, first of all, may Auntie give his soul rest in perfect peace. May my good friend Senyo Chata rest in perfect peace. So basically, I was young, I think around the age of 8 or 9, and he used to be my very close friend. We all grew up in Ola Girls Campus, you know, because our parents were teachers, you know. So, yeah, one Saturday, we just like came back. My mom and I attended a wedding in a court, and him and his dad and his whole family attended a wedding in a church. So we were coming back from the court, because, you know, court weddings don't take long. So on the way back, we just saw that there was like a bunch of, like a crowd, you know, at the roadside and all of that. Coming back home and just hearing there was this like tragic accident that like took the whole family by storm, like, you know. And so it's like, he did not survive, you know, and it was so sad. And I never really got to like mourn or address it, because I was a child, and so I wouldn't really. My mom would not even, because I
How
wouldn't
old
even
were
be
you
able to,
then?
like I think I was around 9 or 8, something like that, And my mom would not allow me, because she knows I get scared about stuff like that. So I traveled. I think stayed with my aunties and all of that. I didn't even go for like the funeral and all of that. But with time, recently I was in the studio. In November, that's when I made the song. I was in the studio, and I think at dawn, trying to figure out inspirations to like write to a beat, and then it dawned on me, like it almost felt like he was talking to me. It's like, bro, you haven't really like addressed our thing, and this is your thing. When the story is real, you're able to make music from it. So why not? Like, it was really heavy on my heart. I just felt like it was my friend, like really saying that. And at that point, I wasn't really scared, but I just felt like, actually, thank you for the inspiration, like, and just making the record about, people who have lost someone, and trying to communicate with
We can
them.
relate to your story.
Yeah.
How special was this friend to you? Because for him to still be on your mind after so many years.
Yeah. He was really special. Like, we used to ride car tire, like his dad's old car tires, and we would just pour water in there and just put some sticks in there and just be riding. He was my really good friend. Like, very, very, we're really close. Like, every other day we'll see each other. Yeah, every other day we'll see each other. So he was really a good friend of mine.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do believe in spirits. Like, I do believe that the spirits of, like, our lost ones, they are in their own world, but they do see us. They do, like, tap in once in a while. Yeah. Especially the ones that love us.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Camidoh here. If you have any questions, 054-884-1039. Your ghosts.
I miss everything we did before.
Ghosts of their loved ones right now. Yeah, this is your ghost, Camidoh. Beautiful song. Who produced it?
Naughty Boy Tattoo. Same guy that produced Adole. And
Naughty Boy.
Yeah, Naughty Boy. He produced NLF as well.
Yeah.
He sends me beats like every now and then, which I really appreciate.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there is Ayiko.
Yeah.
Ayiko Nami.
Yes.
Yes.
Ayiko. I was really trying to like just talk my pain, like some of the things that I've had to like deal with or contain. I just wanted to I scratch the surface a little bit, just so, because at the end of the day, if I'm an artist and I'm going through something and I'm not able to like even inspire people with it, I feel like my job is zero, So I had to really like just tell people that it was really turbulent for me at some point.
Ayiko means well done.
Yes, and that's the universe telling me for not giving up.
Ooh.
You know, because I said that if not be for determination, even therapists would not be able to get me out of where I was. You know, so it's like the universe sees that, yes, you've been very resilient, and I'm proud of you because I have great stuff in stock for you. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yes.
It's like, that's what the song is about. Yeah.
And for everybody out there who has gone through trials, tribulations, and everything, and you're still fighting on, Ayiko to you.
Let's go.
Is it EGBI? How do you say that in Ewe?
Egbi.
What is Egbi?
Egbi. Dokugbi. Do you know Dokugbi?
Aulo.
Anya Dokugbi.
Ow.
Dokunu.
Is it Egbi Goro Wanudele?
Amojiji.
Okay, it's okay.
Obamojiji.
Okay.
Dokugbi.
Adam, if you don't understand, go and ask your father. All right, guys. So you just heard Ayiko Camidoh. This is also on the EP, which will be released midnight, tonight. Yeah. So please make time and stream when it gets on the DSPs. Okay, 0548841039. It's our WhatsApp number. So the next song, Low-Key, right? Low-Key or I'm Blessed. All right. Next one is I Am Blessed. my favorite. This is my favorite. I am blessed.
They know I'm blessed.
They know I'm blessed.
Yeah.
And it ties into the whole theme of trusting God.
Yes.
So it's all about your story, actually. And I'm happy for the fact that you are telling a story, a true story. You know, sometimes musicians can try to maybe do some fiction here and there. But this one, it comes from within.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. Let's move on to many, many things.
Let's go. And many, many things.
Our progress, but with God.
Yes.
If we trust in God,
man,
we triumph over
the
them.
Almighty.
Many things. Camidoh. Now, let's take it low key.
Let's go.
All right, Camidoh.
Yes,
low
sir.
key, my brother. Another fantastic song there.
Thank you.
Yeah. So from the intro, which is trusting God, then to your ghosts, Ayiko, many things, Loki.
Blessed, and then Loki.
Yeah. I think this is a good one.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah. Let me bring in my studio panel members. Yeah. Kaswa Simon Cowell is here. Yeah, Kaswa Simon Cowell is here. Martinez.
Wow.
And then Edem Mensa Chotome. He's a journalist, artist manager, PR expert, and he's getting married on 2nd August.
Wow.
I've said it. Martinez, let's hear you. Camidoh.
Camidoh, good morning.
Good morning.
This is a masterpiece.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I could feel that you became emotional after telling the story about a woman.
Yeah.
Yes, and myself, especially when we listened to the intro, I really felt it.
Yeah.
But I think you were to celebrate her.
Yeah.
With this.
Yeah.
Because behind the whole project, like, she has been an inspiration.
She has.
Yes. Or she is the inspiration, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only to find out that she's no more.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie, that's very painful.
Yeah, very.
So I can understand. And this is going to, it's going to actually bring memories all the time. Anytime you hear any of the songs played, the role she played in your life, there's no way you forget it.
No.
Yes. For me, I am particularly excited about how you are progressing. I mean, your growth in the music space. Last year, December, I was at Kwesi P's performance. Kwesi P's show when you came to perform.
Okay.
Yes. And I really enjoyed it. You could tell how everybody was, on the dance floor jamming to your tunes and all of that.
Thank you.
So, looking at that, and then also Nothing Lasts Forever,
right?
The remix, and even the Sugar Cane.
Yeah.
Do you think you still have that massive support from Ghanaians?
Yeah, it's always been there. Like, the support has always been there. Like, the people are always there to support us. We just have to churn out the music. And not every song can be a monster hit. So I feel like the people have always been there. We just have to like put in the work. They want to see the videos. They want to see us on the road. Somebody connects with you more when you come to their school SRC. It's like they felt you close. Like that, and then it becomes a whole different level of love. So I feel like that's why we have to pace ourselves, and grow gradually. So for me, I feel like Ghanaians have always opened their arms for me, and every other creative, Yeah.
Okay. My next question.
Yeah.
There's I believe that the new generation should find a way and then blend with the old generation, like collaborations and all of that. And like I said earlier on, your performance with Kwesi P was awesome.
Thank you.
Do you really see the necessity for that? Do you think it's very important, like the new crop of artists collaborating with the old artists? I mean, we've seen Sarko there, Pa Thomas, Kim Promise, Kwadwentri, Stonebwoy Kwadwentri, even Familiar, and Ofuram Ponsa. But I have not seen, something like that from you. I don't know if you've done it and maybe it's not out, or maybe it's out and I've not heard, but I've not seen something like that. But how do you take, that conversation? And sometimes, Kwame, you even hear from the old artists that the younger ones or the new,
they're not getting closer to them.
They don't actually come to them for, some tips or advice and all of that. How do you take it?
Well, I mean, the Kakpi did the Nyanga fan sometimes. Nyanga did the Kakpi fan, like sometimes. Like, I'm trying to say, young man can marry an old woman. It's allowed. Old man can marry young man. It's allowed. If young man, young girl, is allowed. There's no formula. It's when the synergy is there, then, you can actually make it work. Because they say when it's love, they say age is just a number, But there has to be love that bonds the two people. So truly, it's also like the availability of that relationship, and and things like this, you don't force it. You don't go chasing because like, just because someone else had done it, that means everyone else is like something is also on a checklist. Everyone else has to do it. No, I feel like we have our own times of doing stuff. So for me, I would love to do that. However, I wouldn't want to force it. I wouldn't want to go and chase it and get it done before maybe a certain time.
All right.
Like, I believe God is just handling everything and trusting Him. Whatever He needs me to do or I need to do in His plan, it will be done.
So for now, there's no one in mind?
For now, there's nobody in mind. I'm going to be honest. I haven't thought about like that, honestly. Yeah.
Okay. How do you see the growth of talent from the Volta region?
Oh, yeah, I think that people are, coming up day in, day out. There wouldn't be that conversation if truly, like, Ghanaian music industry or our industry, creative industry, was like really like saturated with the resources. We have very limited resources. So it's like, that's why people, it's not just Volta region, Takra, it's like, Accra has become like the center point, So there are a lot of talented people, I believe so, but with time, it's taking so much time for people to show up because say, so because of all of these things. But Volta region, as related to your question, I believe there are a lot of like very creative like talents out there, and with time, everyone will have their fair share of the limelight.
One of them was here yesterday. Free the Boy.
Free the Boy?
Yeah. From Hohoi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So them to you directly, how are you also impacting them? You in particular, Camidoh, because definitely, I must say you are one of the artists who is able to fuse your local dialect or your language to make it very, very soothing and very sweet, melodious when we are listening. I mean, the likes of you, Stoneboy, Edem.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, like, you're able to blend.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've been always open, I've worked with a lot of people, like Beshi, Kenny Ice. It's been a bunch of them. Young God. Was a guest. Like I put a lot of people like on records. Andre Mas, Guapo, Tunchichi. It's like a bunch of them, but you can't be there for everyone. You know what I'm saying? So as in when the opportunity pops up and is doable, then you do it. So for me, I've been playing my own role. I'm doing my own beats, like in supporting my hometown people.
Okay.
I think you should put the show for them.
Put a show, yeah. We have something in the pipeline. I mean, we have something in the pipeline. So yeah, I think it will happen.
All right, thank you, Martinez. Edem.
Yeah, Chairman. I think I love the songs.
Doggy, wisdom.
Wisdom.
Mesevegbo.
Doggy, I'm a sevegbo.
Mereku, Iji, talk.
Say something.
Okay.
This is a powerful. It's a powerful EP. I mean, just the songs, you could clearly see that this like it's a cocktail. I mean, it has everything. Where the varied fan bases or music consumers will get whatever they want from. I mean, from the Amapiano to the Afrobeat to the, Kelly Moon, everything someday inside. And I think that show your artistry power. That is who you are. And I strongly believe that with this kind of songs, if needed support and push from you and all other parties coming, this can get you a lot of places. And these are some of the EPs which you'll be there and you receive some email and you'll be like, hey, Charlie, how did that happen? You understand? So I will really be happy to see you put in all the energy. Trigger all the necessary plugs and other avenues who can help push it, because you have a very solid product.
Thank you.
What is important is that it goes out there to the people, and trust me, it can do a lot of wonders if you push it just beyond here. And I've seen that you're about to release a documentary on this project.
Yeah.
They said I'm a Nigerian, or
Oh yes, it's out now. It's actually out on YouTube
today.
Yeah, it's actually out on
Sure.
YouTube.
So, these are some of the things to create a lot of narrative around it, so that it will be able to, go there. Make sure that the messaging is crafted in a way that it can easily pierce into the hearts of the people, because, there are other competition there. So how do you force your narrative on them? You need to be able to keep knocking, keep pushing. And I really have a lot of belief in this, because it's a massive project and a wonderful song. So, Team Camidoh, this is the time. Wherever you are, social media, all the fans, Team Camidoh, come out. There's a solid project. Let's push it to the world.
All right. Thank you, Adam Mensah Chotome. Sometime in July 2024, you performed at the Legends and Legacy Ball in South Africa.
Yeah.
Together with Yvonne Shaka Shaka.
Yeah.
How did you feel sharing a stage with that colossus?
I felt very honored and blessed, because I was just asking myself, so this whole Ghana, is Camidoh, the one name or, that they would call to come and do the show. I was thinking it would have been this, it would have been that, but they called Camidoh. And there was one thing Stonebwoy taught me, right? Special shout outs to Stonebwoy, who has always been very supportive. And there's one thing he said to me. He said that this Ghana, we did do this music, and it took you to come and clock 100 million first.
History.
So just know that there's a place for you, So with that in your head, you know that if you are called in a place where you did not imagine, you just know it's because you are blessed, So that's how I felt, and it was a beautiful experience. I think Kim Promise also performed.
Yeah, King was there. Andy Dusty, Kim Promise, Yvonne Shaka.
And Dusty was there, and we had a lot of fun. We actually had a lot of fun. I think we bonded more over there, while we were in SA. It was such a beautiful event. Oh, I'm going to do.
Ever Confederation. Oh my God! 2 years ago, you had a nomination in the BETs.
Yes.
Best New International Act.
Yes.
Newest Choice. Okay, and then last year you attended the BETs as well.
Yes.
So last year wasn't the nomination, but you attended.
Yes.
Did you perform?
I did some performances.
Okay.
Yes, I think I did the launch. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I did the launch.
All right. Camidoh, going places.
I mean, I feel like things like this, it's been there, It's like you just have to be daring, and you just put yourself out there and want to put some efforts in your artistry.
Yeah.
That is just what it is, I've been blessed to have the ideas, and then also the beautiful people that enable me to get it done. So yeah.
Awesome. Before I bring in Robert Clark, let me read some comments here. This one says, do you have intentions of featuring international artists? If yes, who are they? And if no, why? But you have.
Yeah, I still have the intention of featuring Bruno Mars.
Yo!
Yeah. I still have the intention of featuring Bruno
Are you
Mars.
working at it?
Yeah, I'm working at it every day. Everything I do is all directed towards my dreams. So it's there. Yeah.
You've worked with Ghanaians, worked with foreigners as well. If you compare the two, what's the difference?
I think they all bring their artistry. I think they all bring their artistry. Everyone brings their artistry. It cannot be the same.
All right.
It cannot be the same. And I wouldn't want to rate one over one. But I think that they all bring their artistry, which is beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the person who asked the question, the international artist question, is Fills Up. Now this one says, "Hi Kwame, please tell Camidoh that Team Olasti Media Studios is going to organize a streaming party back-to-back on the new album on Saturday here in Gbechile.
Let's go!"
But the question is, what at all separated him, KD Bakes, and Spicer? He never mentions them in his music journey. That this is Olasti of Olasti Media Studios at Gbechile, US.
Okay.
US.
And that's what he wrote.
Gbechile. Hey Perry.
Yeah.
So I didn't know me the amount. Gbechile.
That place are here for already.
But yeah, Katie and I were in a group. I don't know if you guys knew. So the group was called Bells.
Bells,
BELCE.
Yeah.
We began doing music together. And I think 2017, December 24th, the group disbanded.
Oh.
Yeah. But
it's collapsed.
Yes. We decided to do our separate things, And because KD was more into, he was a nurse. And nursing would be taking his time and all of that. So at some point he wanted to focus and
on nursing.
Do that while I also focused to do my thing. So that's just how it is. Spicer was my studio mate in Madina, Mr. Groove's studio, EDK studio. So we're like studio mates, and then But yeah, I still do talk to them. So yes, man, they are all blessed and they're all doing good.
This one says, why doesn't he mingle or feature artists from the Volta region?
Please, you don't know. Go and do your homework, please. Please go and do your homework. That's for that one.
You do mingle with them.
That's for that one, please. Yeah. Go and do your homework, please. You cannot say that.
This one says, please let him sing along. I want to hear his sweet voice from Martin. Okay, he will do a freestyle before he goes, right? Okay, Adam Kuma says, my mentor, Emil Smith, Boomba. Grind, don't stop. I love his vocals. Adiem Rastumboy writes, Camidoh, try and drop a track with Kwesi Flex. You know him?
No.
You know Kwesi? Okay.
No.
Yo, Camidoh, you are too much this morning. We want more of music. Music he means in every language.
Okay.
We pray that your music will go far more than this, okay? Amen. Johnson in New Ayoma Oti region, Jasikan Municipal, all right? Kweku Anai says, please, I want to be a beat maker and a producer, please, who can help me out? Sharpborn, Camidoh is a big deal. Boomba. Theotimus Nana Eko Ishan. Please ask Camidoh about his relationship with Katie Biggs A and why they are grouped like. Okay, he has answered. Okay, all right. Abuaji Johnson says, Camidoh, you are too much with your every language, and we are waiting for bangers in every language. More for the every they hear people.
Yeah.
Michael Crystally, Camidoh, more. Keep moving on and try to pull one of underground artists in the Volta region. Someone like Bello God.
Okay.
Okay, also okay. Sambonza, Mido, Elvis Garnett Glade says, Camidoh, mad. The intro alone is 10,000K. Hey, 10,000K. Okay, keep it up. He has really exhibited the strength of his vocals on those brilliant compositions. He should keep it up. My name is Femat. Champion Derico says, Mido, Jankwa. Kobe Educhum, good morning. Watching you live from Pone Market. And then this one from Romeo says, I'm eager to stream the bangers. We're still waiting. Romeo from he's from Comsis, Ghana. Shouts to all the Comsis staff, especially Mr. Samuel. These are some of the comments coming in. Let me get to, Robert Clark. Before that, I have a message from George Quay.
Okay.
He says, loving the chat. Camidoh is a great guy. He's one who will go very far. I love him. Amen. He should keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Amen. Yeah. Our very own OG.
Yeah, George Quay, yeah. The giants in the industry.
Me I thought she let you for.
This your giant is suspect.
Oh, why?
The giant.
I can't call my brother George Quay a giant in the industry. He's a giant.
This giant.
Oh.
Are you sure you know
from
the
one giant to another giant?
You sure say you know be giants in inverted commas?
Adam, 2nd August is coming. Prepare. Okay. Rob.
Follow me.
That is his song. That is his song.
Follow me.
That is his song.
My also goal is I give you blessing. Follow me.
Should have been on the EP.
Follow me.
Is it too late for him to be on the EP?
Give me blessing. They follow me. Oh,
you see Robert Clark?
Yes, so
you were harmonizing right there. Once a choir master, always a choir master.
Voice no good.
Your voice good.
In voice no good. Like
Robert,
I go use that same voice.
No, Robert was in Legon Choir with Jessica Opari Safuru and Bernard Avle together. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a drama.
Rob,
he's working on a project with Doreen.
No, this song, Martina, this song is not a new song.
Oh, I know.
He said it should have been on the EP.
No. I mean, this current EP, he should have been on it. Yes, Robert.
And Robert.
Yes.
Oh.
It's true.
Abuche. He can sing, but
maybe you do something on the deluxe.
All right. Maybe. Yeah. Robert, let's hear you.
I think that for me, for a very long time, Camidoh has constantly exhibited artistry excellence. You know, like when you listen to him, you hear music. You know, because he can sing. You know, literally, and the ability to blend all the elements that he has, like his local nuances, and then project them in a way that is melodious. Is always great and beautiful. So, for a fact, I've always loved that. You know, I think I was very happy when, you know, he had international success. Yeah. And, you know, sometimes when you get to that particular point, the question is what's next. But I love the understanding that he has gained, that it's not all your seeds that you plant that can give you, you know, the monster hit you're looking for. Exactly. Some of them are supposed to serve different purposes. True. Some of them are supposed to serve the entire world. But the reality is that he understands that the grind don't stop continuously. Yeah. So, I'm happy that he as a person understands this, because really he's a manufacturer. He's the factory that's producing the music. So if he doesn't understand these things, then, you know, that's where the difficulty arises. The only thing I want to do is there are two questions I want to ask you, and then probably offer my last words. You had a monster hit. Obviously, it came with a lot of connections and plugs. How are we still maintaining these people across the African continent and then in other parts of the world?
Yes. Yes.
How's a relationship like, you know?
Yes. We always, like, you know, nurture the relationship, like keep it, you know. We're keeping it. We're getting it, like it's actually flowing, you know, it's flowing. And I know what you're trying to say, which means, like, you know, activating all of these things to ensure that all your releases and, you know, which is in the pipeline is not one that we put out the back. Like, it's actually been there, like, always, every time we put out records. Sometimes, so it took time for me to understand this, right? So, for example, like, I'm putting out this record and I'm calling maybe Mr. Hagler or maybe DJ Fantastic. Yeah. It's like, bro, this song, we're going all out. We're going all out. And then DJ Fantastic is listening to the song. He's like, oh, okay, I'm going to get him an emolo. Like, you know, he's not feeling it. He needs his own time to dig into the record. So it's like, you're thinking, or according to the plan that you've made, you've spoken to everyone, like, by Monday, yeah, everywhere is hot. But Monday, DJ Fantastic is not playing the record. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And there are things that you can actually not force. You can actually pay money, but you actually not force people to do it. So see, one thing I've learned is that when it happens organically, like, nothing beats it. You know, so you can actually just throw it out there, do your best, talk to people, do everything, activate everything. But sometimes just know that not all is going to, like, actually, like, work out. So that's what's happening, where I've just come to understand there are people that literally, like, in all the corners that we've connected with, not to say, you know, every time you're doing a show, you're calling Camidoh to come. Sometimes you just be like, you know, this is not Camidoh's thing. I don't want to, like, you know, I want to actually save it for this or something like that, you know. So that would be the whole, like, plan or the whole structure why it is like that. But I believe that this is a very, like, personal project. It's a very reflective one, and also it's supposed to inspire people. So what I am doing is giving it my very best. You know, giving it my very best and letting the world just do its thing.
Do you have changes in your team, or same team?
I think I've maintained.
You've maintained your team.
I've maintained the same team.
How about local tours, so to say, like across the country?
Yeah.
Are there plans for it, or did you do this? Did you do some in the past?
So I've tried to do certain tours. Like, there's been times, like, actually, like, when I started to plan to do a high school tour, and then it's like every time, I don't want to, like, talk about stuff like that, you know, but basically I've had plans. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying to you, like, you may have your plans, but sometimes it just doesn't flow the way you want it to go. Just let it be, you know. But the thing is, like you said, I'm not stopping, you know. Like, after this, there's so much more. So it's like, just allow things to flow. Because that's one thing I've realized, to be very honest with you. Like, I've been sitting in a place where I've been very eager to get things done. And I've realized that I've really just, like, not wasted resources, but I've realized that not everything deserves, like, that energy. Not everything deserves the pressure, you know. Diamonds use pressure, but certain minerals don't use the pressure. So I've just come to realize that, look, man, I'll just do my best as a creative and as an artist, and leave the rest. Like my team and I, we always strategize. We always do our very best. But truly, the result or like the final thing is in the hands of God.
Yeah.
You know. So that's just what it is.
So the last thing I would probably say is, looking forward to having a show where he's giving us back to back of his songs, like he is in acts where, you know, all we're looking for is to come and listen to the musical experience from him. I'd really love to, you know, pay and go and watch a show like that.
You don't have an annual concert?
Let me take the money at once. So I don't have an annual concert.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Really, truly, I've been trying to like get it done, but it gets to a point where I'm just like, you know, actually, nah, let it be. I have my plan. Like it's there. Like it's there.
It will happen.
You know, it's there. But I watched Stoneboy when he was like coming. I've watched Sarkodie. I've watched people closely. And sometimes when certain things are not going the way I want them to go, I sometimes go back and refer to some of the greats that I study, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, people wouldn't start doing shows for like after 10 years being in the game. That's when Burna Boy, like, literally coming to Ghana, trying to like do his own shows, and they'll say, oh, only 3 people go, the DJ and this one, and making fun of him and all of that. But this individual has always had the dream to like make it happen, you know, but it was not happening. But here we are. Burna Boy is like he's overdoing shows. So I've come to like pace myself. I've come to like understand that, and I'm giving myself that chill. But best believe that Camidoh as an individual, I sit in my house, I sit with my team, wanting to do everything.
Whoa.
I just want you to know today, like I sit in my house, sit with my team, wanting to do everything. But guess what? If they let me do everything, it may not be the right thing. You know, so just believe in God's timing for Camidoh. I'm here to stay. It's going to really like
here to stay.
It's going to boss up. Just the way I know he's one man who has always been waiting patiently to see me like you know shine in a certain light. You know, like this is not about because he's here. I know, like, you know, Obito I own him.
Yes.
Do you understand? So it's like I know the people that love me genuinely. I know the fanfullers too. We know some of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, I know he's a brother that really wants the best for me. And that's why I actually took the pain to explain. Yeah. Because I just need him to know that I know his dreams for me and his prayers for me. And it's going to happen.
Awesome.
You know? Yeah.
And my mom sent in this message.
Your what?
Your mom.
My mom. She says, Dokugbi is take it ill.
Dokugbi, maglena we. Chofi.
Nyamenyalo.
Chofi, yeme.
Chofi.
Yeah.
Dokugbi.
Then if take it, why were you guys laughing and giggling and all of that?
Dokunu, let's leave him.
Maybe it was a B which was confusing.
There's no confusion there.
But you know, I don't understand even like that.
Human body.
Okay.
So if you
it's not taken.
Go ahead.
Okay. He said egg first.
No, that is what I heard.
He said egg first.
Okay.
And then it led to
what are you going
It's okay. It's okay.
And then what is this?
Another comment from George Quay says he will sign Robert Clark, so you should get ready for that.
Whoa!
I hit the jackpot.
Camidoh, some time ago you said you were going to release, is it an album or EP titled Need My Flowers?
Oh yes, that was long ago, man. Yo, so if you check my Instagram, I have this video. I found it from my Snapchat from 2021 or 2020 or 2019, where I said I was very emotional. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning where I put the camera there and I said to the camera, I was like, look, man, I don't know why I will sit back and put together bodies of works, record songs, and then they will not come out. It's there on my Instagram. You know, I posted it because I needed people to know that, like, I put in so much work. What you see is like 30% of what I put in, you know, and sometimes life is like that. But best believe I know there's going to come a time where my 100% that I put in is going to come out for you guys to like actually consume. So that is my problem. Like, I've been down by that energy, like knowing that I actually work so hard, you know, only for me to sit back and it's like, oh, like this year has passed and it's like, oh, Camidoh, oh, Wadana, you know, but it's like that. These are things that we have to like harden ourselves and go through, and now you're being for like the greater stage. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm just keeping it real, just so for people to understand that people are going through, like, people are actually, it's like, you know, everyone has their own share of that type of story, you know. So it is what it is. Like, I wanted, like, there's been albums, like, I recorded songs that never saw that. I actually show you my phone, and it's like, I have.
So Need My Flowers, the songs on that album or EP, never came out.
Nah,
they are there.
It became manure. Like, they became manure to, like, so they would have served as the manure that, you know, allowed my brain to grow to make songs like, you know, For My Lover and them lot.
Would you ever release them?
I don't think they will ever come out.
Why?
I don't think they will ever come out.
Are they not nice?
They are nice, but they became manure. That means they serve their purpose. Like, they actually just, like, you know, allowed me to develop as a creative in my writing and in my production and everything. So I don't think that they will come out. They had to sacrifice. They had to be sacrificed for My Lover. Songs like For My Lover.
Would you love to sell them to other musicians?
Man, I've been having this, like, thing come to me all the time. I was in LA, like, and I actually did a whole album, like, in LA, you know. But it's there, like, I mean, it's there, and I have a sync team. I actually have a team that, like, you know, do stuff like that. And sometimes they come back to me and be like, I mean, I don't know why. Like, I'm like, just let it be, man. The time is coming, and I'm gonna be like the greatest of all, like, of all. I'm gonna be the greatest. It's gonna come to that time where the world will actually see who I am truly as a creative, as a child of God. You know, I believe that I am actually destined for that, and all I have to do is to be patient. All I have to do is to just, like, allow myself to walk through life. That is what the EP title is saying. Trusting God. It's like, I know there's so much more for me, you know, but I just have to learn to be patient and let God do his thing.
I'm not reminding you of the pain you went through a few years ago, that heartbreak and all that.
Right.
Would you fall in love again?
A. B. Kessler Magawil. Kessler Magawil. I'm a human being. I'm a human being. Let me just be honest. I was just joking. I'm a human being. You understand? I'm not in that space right now, but I'm a human being. Right now, I put all the efforts in, like, making what makes me happy. This is what makes me happy.
Okay. You want to take some time to fear women?
No, I actually don't want to fear women, because guess what? Most of my songs, like, is directed to them.
He was asking for himself.
Oh,
he's getting married. Second
August. Okay. No, I'm good. I'm a human being.
Do you fear your mother? Do you fear your mother?
That's why I'm saying women are sweet.
Otherwise, when you go somewhere, when I was there,
second August will be next weekend.
Next week,
like next weekend.
Next weekend. Yeah,
yeah. So when you go stop coming? Next weekend, just checking. Hagler, please. Hagler
knows. Don't worry. Hagler knows.
So that when people, like, don't see him, they
then we can.
Okay.
So the countdown is still on.
It will be announced.
So Camidoh, no babe in the corner as of now.
Oh. Go take one or two things, they cool our hearts. But what I mean is, like, like, yeah, when the weather is hot, to go drink water. But I mean, right now, to be honest, like, I really want to just, like he said, he wants to see me do a show. I want to, like, and I feel like a lot of things demand me to get on the field, you know. So, and I actually just realized something. The other time, I tried to, like, actually do a whole show in my house by myself, and I realized that, okay, there are angles that I actually have, like, I'm actually not, like, you know, trained in. So that's why I truly, maybe God did not allow these things to, like, actually happen. But I mean, I'm just saying, I've been putting in the work, and I'm going to. Right now, all my focus is directed towards my artistry. So I'm sorry if you're my friend or you are some woman and I've not been replying your texts. Don't think it's because this guy is just arrogant. It's because I have a duty to perform. I have a task, you know, and it's time bound. So right now, I cannot be Eden for you. I cannot be Adam.
They're not available.
Brings me to my next question. How you deal?
And they ask him, he's not available.
Okay, I get it.
The availability.
He's not available.
You remember your own song now?
Yes,
Yeah.
the availability.
You said in the song you were available.
Available.
Now you are not available.
Yeah.
Dance with me.
Yeah.
Brings me to my next question. How do you deal with female fans, especially those who get into your DM and say, "Oh, Camidoh, Mellow, I like you," and all those? Yeah.
Fortunately for me, like I grew up in Ola Girls campus. Like I'm actually used to it.
Okay.
You know, so I'm glad I did grow up there. So I'm actually like not really moved by stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not moved by that. Like you know how women can be when they actually love you. You know, but I'm actually just like very numb to it. Like very numb to it.
Have you ever felt offended by an action by a fan?
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Like there was just one girl that asked me a question. Like she said something in Ga and said if I could translate it, I could have it. And I couldn't translate it. But later, so I couldn't have it. But later when I found out, I said I don't see him.
No, but we need to understand that properly. Like, translate what
because it's radio, so I wouldn't want to it's actually adult language.
Okay,
you understand?
I get it.
So and
so
it was
it's
in
better
Ghana.
you don't.
So and
Thank you very much for respecting this platform.
You know, so that is what it is. But I mean, media, like my female fans, I actually like honor them. I respect them. Like
Good.
I respect them. I'm one person who actually reply my DMs, and you know, you probably hear them tell you. I tell them bless you a lot, like you know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I need you. Do you understand? So I cannot be rude. I cannot be like. I'll just like chest it in a different way. You know?
Some people have said that there seems to be some lack of unity among musicians, and I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, I used to be one of the people preaching that, like saying it all the time, that like we're not. But I've come to realize that it's actually just the nature of the industry. It's not just in Ghana. It's actually everywhere. Like, you know, I was listening to an interview that Donzi granted recently, and he was talking about it. He was like, when you call an artist, then he'll pick with his artist voice. Hello. Who be this? Oh, bro. Oh, who be this? Oh, good morning. Who be this? He just wants to know. If you tell him, say, oh, it be me.
Yeah.
Then you say, oh, senior man. Oh, Charlie Alpha. Oh, Ade. Oh, I no sleep. Oh, you know. And he was talking about how the fanfooling has been there, and an artist will see a fellow artist and say, oh, Charlie, for do something. Oh, Charlie, when we go record, oh, Charlie, their house, we for come. Oh, then the person go call and that they make busy pass everything.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the truth. We all the do them. You know, I try my best, like, because media, some things that disgust me. Like, I try my best to just be honest with people that I cannot do it now, or I can do it this time and that. But guess what? It is the order of the day. It is in the industry. What we should do truly is to work towards, like, loving ourselves at a certain angle.
Beautiful.
You know, knowing that we are actually working together. Like you can't do it all by yourself. You know, Camidoh cannot perform all of the time at the VGMAs. Like, I cannot do that. Like, performance time for about 26 artists. Now, do you understand?
Yeah.
So some way, somehow, we have to work together. And so media, I wish that certain people, but you know what? When you have actually made up your mind that you're going to do this, is when they just teach this person in lesson. So into the man say, I not demand anybody again.
Yeah.
So when you won't go, the person in there in chalk for room. So they call them, they pick. And when you make ready, you don't make ready again, because you feel like, if everybody the same body, that means make us see my body. Yeah. So that is what is happening right now in Ghana. I'm telling you for a fact. So, and once they go, this one go carry a matter, this one to go carry. So it's just like drama. But truly, what we need is to work together.
Good.
You know, so I don't know. No be me go solve them. Like,
talking about that, Sarkodie posted something yesterday. He said, okay, so he posted Adam's Volta Regime album, and then on the post, there's a sound of Yude Craze. Yeah. And he writes, undoubtedly one of the greatest albums in Ghana's music history. I remember when I first encountered my brother Adam, I came back home to tell one of my homies that this guy will have a serious impact on the music scene. He was like, nah, because of the language barrier. I said, I don't hear language, I hear greatness. Big up my brother, still one of my favorite MCs on the list. When you hear things like this, how do you feel?
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. You know, I think it's beautiful, and more of it would be beautiful, would help to actually bridge that gap.
Yeah.
More of it, you know, because artists, we are very emotional people, so maybe something small, then you vex another person and you don't want to actually, there's been a time where people will commend me for always tweeting every artist's album or new releases. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they were like, my friends would tell me, but you don't see that you always tweet these people's music and they don't tweet your music.
You back.
You know, and at some point you just have to respect yourself and just be in your corner, you know. So I just kind of but truly that's not how I feel. I really want to just see that this person has released and I want to just post it. But if it actually you know, I don't know, stops or works towards disrespect, then why would I continue doing it? Do you understand? So I feel if we all can, I wish that I know you guys have been doing it, the TGMAs, constant camps. Sometimes it's not maybe it's just to bring us together. There should be a way. You know, I believe there should be a way. But I mean, we will figure it out with time. So long as we have the whole mind towards it, I believe we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Let me pick thoughts on this whole unity and the Sarkodie Edem post thing. 1 minute each. Can I do 1 minute? Okay. 40 seconds each from. Let me start with Edem. Yes. Sarkodie posting Edem, tie that into the whole unity thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. You know, when you see something good about your colleague, there's nothing wrong appreciating the person, because at times a good compliment will go a long way to encourage the person to do well. So such an industry, they need more of these things to be able to, encourage themselves, not always waiting for other people, but it's a form of a peer review kind of thing. So, it's a good spirit which I will encourage for people in the space to do. Let's encourage each other so that we can make the industry get better.
Good one there, Martinez.
A good sportsmanship.
Yes, it's very touching. It makes sense. Sometimes you sit as a human being and reflect over your journey, how far you've come, your impact and all of that. And sometimes you get to chance on some of these things. So it brings memory. And you appreciate that particular moment. And that is what he's done. I am very happy because it's a signal.
Yeah.
That shows, unity and calmness. But then I think it will make more sense if you put them on the Rapaholic concert. Because that will cement that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, because for some time now, there's been some kind of, back
but they
and
say they're
forth.
cool now. Adam says they're cool.
Yes, exactly. But then some people might feel it's just for camera or media.
Okay.
But if he believes Adam being, very strong rapper, one of the best, as he said, because You Decrease is one of the biggest hits in the town.
Yeah.
That for me brought some kind of love for Sarkodie. It would be very nice if we see Sarkodie and Edem perform on the Rapaholic.
Maybe there is something in the offing. Maybe. Thank you.
That line, not if you do, by now.
If you do not sing. Mr. Clark.
Yeah, it's funny that
settings man. Oh, Debbie.
No, yes, I know.
Hey! 3 days ago, I was studying why they called Lauryn Hill's album the greatest album of all time by Apple. They had their own criteria they actually use and stuff like that. And I realized that for the most part, the albums that usually break people in terms of their artistry, breaks them into the space, is usually one of the greatest. And I was thinking of so even when Jackson went on his own, and when so this is basically what broke Edem into the space when 50 Cent came into the space. Usually albums like that, and I thought maybe it's a good area for us to basically be able to study, and just to be able to uncover what makes great albums, so that if you're an artist, you use some of the lessons from these things to infuse into what you do to establish longevity. So I'm glad that Sarkodie mentioned it, and it's just throwing more light on this particular aspect. And I think that it's an area for us to be able to study and then see how we can benefit off that particular insight we can gain from that space. So big ups to him for not being not being afraid to give compliments to his fellow artists. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Robert Clark. Your final words, Camidoh.
Enough respect to King Sack for that. Enough respect to Papa Edem and every other person who is like, following the footsteps of like showing love. I just want you guys to like show love to the EP. Not show love, actually stream the EP and be inspired.
Exactly.
It's actually not one for you to show love. You actually have to take it up and be inspired. And
dropping at midnight.
Yes, dropping at midnight. And it's just a bunch of content that I have coming up. So please keep supporting, and not just me, but like I know like Jackie's about to drop her album as well. A bunch of artists are about to drop their things. So please, we need the fans to be very interactive. We need you guys to be very, very interactive so that it works out.
Okay.
So yeah, one love. Bless to everybody. All the producers that helped me on the project: Necktunes, Naughty Boy Tattoo, Baba Wood, Mr. Groove, Ade Adeleke, Stoneboy, Titi Owusu, L Street, every creative that really supported. I'm really grateful, and I hope this gives you your flowers, man. One love. Bless.
Thank you very much, Camidoh, for coming, and a big thank you to you, Edem Mensah, Chotome, Robert Clark, Martinez, and thank you to Mr. Hagler, the producer, and Debbie Sway, Ni Apnes, not forgetting you, DJ Fantastic. Now, before I go,